Jeremy Fetzer, 19 Broadway, Kissimmee, Florida. Again, another agriculture, conservation, land use change request to low density. This one, again, on the Narcoossee Overlay. We just heard Commissioner from District 5 talk to staff about transportation. We just heard county staff say that they're nowhere near close.
And this may be a staff question, but the parallel connectivity that's planned in the Narcoossee area, where are we at on that?
And then Sunbridge Parkway is gaining a lot of attention with other funding partners as well. We're certainly within a 8-year window of getting Sunbridge Parkway.
Thank you.
Steve Kane with Transportation. So to answer the question, the other north-south routes in the area are Zuni Road
Yes.
and McMichael. Now, McMichael doesn't really have full connectivity. There's lack in existing infrastructure that doesn't connect it all the way up to Cyril's Drive. Jack Brack is currently in advertisement for design and will go to construction within 2 to 3 years. Jones Road is next on the list to go that route. Cyril's is already 3/4 of the way through the design. So we're going to continue to monitor that traffic, but our primary focus is on Sunbridge Parkway and the other east-west routes.
But is Zuni connecting?
Zuni does connect currently from Cyril's Drive south to Jack Brack, and then there's some connectivity down to Jones, but it's not all there. And some of that is a byproduct of development, and because it's on our TRN framework maps that we've been getting that connectivity. But our primary focus would be on the northern connection, but we'll need to study that in order to move it forward. Right now, we did the study for what we call the Narcoossee study, which includes Cyril's, Jack Brack, and Jones Road. So if we move forward with another study, it would be to study those two north-south routes. But with all the priorities in the county, we've been focused on what we've already studied so that we can move some of that design and into construction.
Built, let alone, this is going to be 54 acres, almost 55 acres of low density, which means 8 homes per acre. How many cars? How many more students in schools which are at above 115% capacity? When this staff just said transportation is nowhere close to being in place. We're 8 years away from Sunbridge being put in place. The connectivity roads already been passed through staff approval through this board to fully fund the connectivity, and the mobility fees get waived for all the developers to where they get 50% credit for most of these deals, which they'll get and put in for with 50% for right-of-ways and easements. Again, this board continues to vote, just like they just did, specifically District 5, when he knows the residents of his district do not want more development, especially in the Narcoossee Overlay. So again, staff has admitted transportation is nowhere in place. We're 8 years away from Sunbridge. The connectivity back roads are not fully passed through this board or even through staff, not funded, and we're still behind on the current level of traffic on these roads. But this board, again, is about to pass 54 acres again for development. And for all the taxpayers who know that development is out of control, transportation, as staff admitted just now, is not in place and years away. And there's more pain to come before funding is even in sight to finish a lot of these roads. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.